Hey guys, how's it going? This is Dilmer again and welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to talk about the satisfaction of releasing an indie game. And I know many of you are thinking about releasing a game, you dream about releasing a game, and you know, in the bottom of your heart, you know that that's gonna happen, but at the same time, you might be wondering, when is that gonna happen? You have a lot of things in your life. You may have a day job, you might have a family, you have kids, and plus everything that you have to do in order to complete a game, it's very difficult. So I'm here to tell you that it doesn't need to be difficult. I think it is really hard. I'm not gonna lie. I went through that process myself many times. I'm going through that process right now. But I think we need to always remember, and I always say this in social media because I strongly believe that in order for us to be able to do something that almost seems impossible, we gotta push ourselves to the limits, and we gotta be able to do things that nobody else is doing. And by that I mean, I'm waking up at 4:30 a.m. every day. I'm going to bed super late. I'm making videos. I'm making games. I'm talking to people overseas. I have a day job. I have a family. I have kids. I have a lot of things going on, and I look at it and it is really hard. But if it wasn't hard though, that I don't think I would be as excited about the process. Like I look at the things that I release, and some of the things they didn't, I don't think they were the super hit games, but what I learned from my experience is that I was able to push myself. Like I was able to build a routine. I was able to say, okay, Dilmer, for the next few months, I'm gonna create a game. I'm gonna create a game with the art that I like. I'm gonna create a game with the development patterns that I like. I'm gonna work with people in other countries. I was able to do those things, and to me that was success. The first games probably didn't do really well, but the learning experience that came out of creating games is to me what really talks about success for me. Like I really love the experience of going through that process. I think it in many ways it affected me. There were days when I would tell my wife how amazing it's gonna be tomorrow or the next day because I'm releasing a game. I remember the day when I told her, okay, I finished that game, and the game got featured in the App Store, and it was funny because I was in that day I was in my day job, so I got out of the office and I went to the parking lot. I grabbed my phone, I called my wife, and I told her how grateful I was because the game was released, and how thankful I was of her. And right after that, I talked to my parents, and I did the same thing. I told my dad, and I still remember it up to right now. And I get emotional because it was an emotional moment. It's really easy to say, you're gonna create a game and you're gonna go through that process, but at some point in your life, it becomes more than just a project. It becomes part of your life. It becomes part of your family. And the reason why it becomes part of you and part of your family is because your family sees you doing this every single day. And just to tell you, when I make that call and I told, hey Dad, I really appreciate all you did for me. I couldn't have done this without all your support, without you pushing me to come to this country. And for those of you who don't know, I'm from South America. I currently live in United States, and that was one of the most amazing moments of my life. Like, in addition to having kids and seeing my kids born, having a game and releasing a game and having other people play your games, and in addition to that, having a platform like Apple or Android feature your game, that to me is success. That to me was the best gift that those hard days, those hard times gave me. So if I talk about creating games for me nowadays, when somebody asks me, so Dilmer, do you enjoy making games? Do you enjoy, how much money do you make with games? And And the first question of how much do you enjoy making games, I like. And then the other question about money, it is important though. Like making money is important because we gotta sustain a family, we gotta pay our bills. But to me, making games goes beyond that. It goes beyond the money part. Like we have money. Like I am a developer and I make good money. Like money for me is not important. But what is important for me is, you know, the what I'm getting from creating games, how many people are giving them a smile. When my kid comes to me and say, "Daddy, I'm playing your game. How do I beat this?" Or I see him giving me a smile. That to me it's you know the satisfaction that comes out of making games. And in finishing a game, it's a huge satisfaction. Like hitting that release button on the time when you're releasing a game, that's the most amazing feeling in the world. So what I'm here to tell you is that you can do it. You just gotta persist. You gotta be as consistent as you can. So I wish you the best luck on your game. And if you have any questions about this process, let me know through social media. Let me know through the comments. I'm always happy to help you out. And don't forget to share this video to those people that are going through the same process. Thank you, guys.